history is one of the subjects where a student feel it gets monotonous at some time, so we have tried to bring this history with interesting facts and interesting content here. So today we would be focusing on Akbar's art and architecture and his era. So three important architectural marvels which were created during the time of Akbar are Humayun tomb. Humayun was father of Akbar. Then is the Agra fort and Lahore fort. Now let's talk about these one by one. So this mausoleum is a very important mausoleum of Humayun, and this was created by Akbar, and this was with the help of a Persian architect Mirza Ghiyas, and he had a very elegant plan to create a majestic dome, and this has blueprints of Taj Mahal, as you can see. This was the one which later became the basic idea on which Taj Mahal was created. The next one is Agra Fort. Agra Fort has been rebuilt from a pre-existing structure by Akbar, and this was an extensive fort which is made up of red sandstone. Now it has blends from Islamic and Hindu styles of planning, so Rajput styles of planning mainly. So there are carvings within the fort, there are painted interiors. One of the major centers in the Agra fort is known as Jahangiri Mahal, which is again very important structure. The next is Lahore fort. Lahore fort is also known as Shahi Kila. Now this was one of the very important frontier sites of Akbar in the northwest frontier province, which was the present day region of Pakistan, Afghanistan, and this fort is one of the testimonies which show the rise and fall of numerous colonial rulers, Mughals as well as Sikh. So Lahore fort has been one of the very interesting and classic examples which have been built at the time of Akbar. Now in the city of Fatehpur Sikri itself, three important structures have been built. Fatehpur Sikri, as the name suggests, Fateh means victory, so it has been called rightly as the city of victory. Now the three important structures in Fatehpur Sikri erected by Akbar were Buland Darwaza. Buland means magnificent, so it is called as a gate of magnificence, and it was built because Akbar won over the region of Gujarat and Deccan at that time, so it was called as Buland or magnificent, and it has a height of nearly 54 meters. This is a gateway into the Jama Masjid complex, which is again one of the very important architectural grandeurs of the time of Akbar. The next is tomb of Salim Chishti. Now this is again one of the very unique structures which has been as a mark of respect for the Sufi saint Salim Chishti, and it is believed that Sufi saint who predicted the birth of this his son, this marble monument which has been created is one of the very extensively designed structure, because it has intricate work of the lattice structure, which is in Hindi called as the Jali work, right? The next is Jodhabai Palace. Now Jodhabai Palace is called as Haramsara, and it is one of the very strong influence that pertains to the Hindu architectural structure. So it has columns, it has motifs, it has brackets, as you can see, and these actually are an indicator of the Akbar's policy of religious tolerance, where religious and cultural amalgamations have been seen. So another important structure which has been built by Akbar. Now during the time of Akbar, there has been a good synthesis of the painting styles, and this was because Akbar was considered as an art lover. Miniature painting at his time were very important, and his paintings were called as a synthesis of Indian and Persian style of paintings. Some of the masterminds of painting at his time were Abdus Samad and Mir Sayyid Ali, and it is believed that these two Persian artists trained nearly more than 100 Indian artists and created unique paintings with Indian vibrancy and Persian styles. The next is Akbarnama, which is the reign of the period of Akbar, that has been commissioned by Akbar, and he was known for his immense work which related to literary developments. So two important Persian translations occurred at his time. One was the translation of Mahabharat, which is known as Razamnama into Persian, and the other was the translation of Ramayana into Persian. Also, the Akbar's court was known as a synthesis of talent. So he had numerous famous painters. For example, Basavan was one of the very major painters during his time. He was known for his insight. Lal was another painter who was known for his coloring. Daswant was another Hindu painter who was known for contributing to Razamnam, and these have been very important pillars of his court. So he was a kind of a person who was amalgamating the styles of Hindu and Islamic blend, which we could see in the paintings, in the literary works. And in this session we have specifically targeted on the art and architecture during the period of Akbar. We will be covering many important sessions in history. Stay tuned. Thanks for joining in.